but I really think there could, nay, there might be precious treasures in there. So I want you two to do it.
Man, this seems like a really bad idea.
King of Ooo, self-proclaimed royalty. He has a number of appearances in the show, so I thought it'd be really exciting if I just went through the wiki and named every single episode that is in from start to finish. What is that sound?
In Apple Wedding, he's a priest in golden stars, he pays the beast, taking back in 36, usurping crowns with pop. He represents power, causes loves, and wearing princess-like on clothes, and she's meddling with some shoes and hunting crunchy till he poos. King of Ooo is really bad at fighting back. King of Ooo is lost it to what he lacks. So, who is this piece of wax? Piece of wax? I'm saying wax. It's not a curse word. Fuck! The King of Ooo is a recurring, albeit not so heavily featured character in Adventure Time. He's shown to us again and again to be an unreliable character. He ditches his responsibilities and robs people blind. He tricks Sweet Pea into cornering the dentist market, which shouldn't be too hard in a Candy City, along with his so-called attorney, Toronto.
Toronto is to the King of Ooo what Jake the dog is to Finn the human. But instead of being a dog, he's a squirrel.
Toronto is a dog.
What? No. Hold up.
You've got a good eye and you are a good dog.
Huh. Apparently he's a dog. He's a dog.
Late during season 6, he's able to usurp the title as princess from Bubblegum and take control of the Candy Kingdom with his charms, as he instigates an election that is
Barely and yet fully legal.
I have no idea, but it's probably best to stay out of it.
4 hours in as princess, the kingdom is already in danger, as everything has turned purple. Luckily, Finn and Jake takes care of the situation and are knighted and sworn into the royal guard, entitling them to some fancy new perks, such as not being allowed to own property, spouses, or to operate children, because everyone knows virgins makes for the best protectors. This knightship is quickly dissolved when Finn and Jake fails to follow through on the king's orders to fetch him a flying mushroom. And finally, eventually the Candy citizens realize he's a hack, and Crunchy, who's been the victim of the king's hunting.
Quick info. In this scene, the arrows are made of cotton swabs, Earwax's natural enemy. Predator.
Crunchy kicks the King of Ooo into a fireplace and watches as he melts away, leaving a mere blob of wax to crawl away, as we hear the beautiful voice of Marceline play out the episode.
When everything stays.
Way later, during the finale, we see the king attending yet another wedding, this time possessing a much smaller body. A body smaller than that of a penguin, showing us that he's claimed to be over 8,000 years old.
Did you know that I am 8,000 years old? Could be.
While still most likely an exaggeration, as much as Elsa leaves his mouth, is maybe not all that far-fetched. It is possible that he's had a similar origin to that of Princess Bubblegum, born out of a larger mother wax creature.
And I believe that the king is therefore very appropriately written as Princess Bubblegum's foil, with her being all tasty and sweet and him being all waxy, disgusting, and whatever earwax tastes like.
The King of Ooo forces Princess Bubblegum to come to
What? I'm not gonna eat it.
The King of Ooo forces Princess Bubblegum to come to terms with her way of ruling, as when she's lost her kingdom and all the loyalty of her citizens, she gains new perspective and in turn learns to grow. In a world brimming with fantastical creatures such as dragons and wizards and whatever you might imagine, the king's antagonistic nature shows us that not all threats of Ooo has to be evil deities such as the Lich. But beyond what is told to us, the King of Ooo also appears to have a cult following. Tree Trunks is oddly devoted to the King of Ooo, and in an episode featuring Jake's son Kim Kil-Won's house, you can see a golden statue of the king, implying some sort of worship. What further points to this cult is in the very last season, in the episode Ring of Fire, where you see Tree Trunks being wed by none other than the King of Ooo. In this scene, he wears a robe eerily reminiscent of other media, such as Hereditary and Midsommar. And yes, before you ask, that is how we celebrate it in Sweden.
Now, I can't stand here and talk about the King of Ooo without bringing up some politics or real-life comparisons. Much like the King of Ooo won his elections by appealing to the citizens' wants for change, for an improved tomorrow. And he did so by trash-talking his opponent. The likeness between the two, however striking, was in fact circumstantial, as the episodes featuring the King of Ooo were released back in 2015. The King of Ooo is a mystery, and despite driving me up the walls, he's a nice addition to the roster. And thanks for watching.